Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates pose the question, is Carter Walton the father of Hope Logan's new baby? Read on to find out and discover the shocking twist. There's been undeniable chemistry brewing between Hope and Carter recently. Their playful banter suggests that both are enjoying the flirtation, hinting that a more intense connection could be on the horizon. However, they've both acknowledged that pursuing a romantic relationship at work could lead to complications. Past experiences have made them wary, so they're attempting to keep things platonic. Yet, as we know from the drama of the soap, such plans often go awry. The more they try to suppress their feelings, the stronger their attraction becomes. It seems inevitable that Carter and Hope are heading toward a romantic entanglement sooner rather than later. Steffy Forrester may have her reservations, but there's a chance that Hope and Carter could ignite a romance or even embark on a serious relationship. This opens the door for some unexpected twists, especially with what the show might have planned for this couple. An unplanned pregnancy could be on the horizon, considering Hope has previously contemplated expanding her family, and Carter has expressed a desire for children too. Imagine if Carter were to become Hope's new baby daddy. That could lead them down a path of shared parenthood. It could also forge a lasting connection and possibly encouraging Hope to finally commit to one partner for a significant time. Hope currently shares custody of Beth Spencer with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and a long-distance co-parenting relationship with Thomas Forrester of Douglas Forrester. The prospect of Carter stepping into the role of Hope's partner could lead to the delightful surprise of a third child, leaving many astounded by such news. How would you perceive the idea of Hope expecting a child with Carter? It might be just the chance to be a dad he's been waiting for. Might their burgeoning romance take an unexpected turn in this captivating direction? According to upcoming spoilers, Hope and Carter are set to navigate their journey together, so stay tuned for further insights into their evolving storyline and romantic developments. The glistening sun dipped behind the towering skyline of Los Angeles, painting the Forrester mansion in a warm glow. Inside, the air was thick with anticipation. The tension had been growing for months, and now the entire Forrester family had gathered for what would be one of the most shocking revelations in the history of their intertwined lives. Hope Logan, a woman known for her grace and inner strength, stood by the grand window, her back turned to the murmuring crowd. Her hand rested gently on her growing belly, a poignant reminder of the new life she was bringing into the world. But the question on everyone's mind wasn't just about the baby. It was about the identity of the father. For weeks, whispers had circulated through the fashion house and the city, speculating who had fathered Hope's child. Everyone assumed it was Liam Spencer, her on-again, off-again husband and the love of her life. But this is the bold and the beautiful, where surprises lurk around every corner. Suddenly, the door swung open, and in walked Carter Walton, the dashing and loyal COO of Forrester Creations. His face was a mask of calm, but there was an underlying tension in his gaze. He and Hope had always shared a respectful friendship, but nothing more. At least, that's what everyone thought. Could there be more to their relationship than met the eye? Brooke Logan, Hope's mother, stood up from her chair, her eyes wide with suspicion. "Hope," she started, her voice trembling, "we need to know the truth. Who is the father of your baby?" The room fell silent, and all eyes turned to Hope. She slowly turned to face the crowd, her expression unreadable. The weight of the moment pressed down on her like never before. She had kept this secret for too long, and now it was time to reveal the truth. "I know this is going to shock all of you," Hope began, her voice steady but tinged with emotion. "But the father of my baby is not who you think." Liam, who had been standing by the fireplace, took a step forward, his face contorted with confusion. "What are you saying, Hope? We've been through everything together. We've talked about our future, our family. How could this be?" Hope took a deep breath, gathering her strength. "Liam, I never wanted to hurt you. You've been an amazing father to Beth, and you've stood by me through everything. But the night everything changed, the night when I was vulnerable and confused, I found comfort in someone else. And that someone else is Carter. A collective gasp filled the room. Brooke's hand flew to her mouth, while Ridge Forrester's brows furrowed in disbelief. Even Steffi, who had her own complicated history with Hope and Liam, looked stunned. Carter stepped forward, his broad shoulders tense. "It's true," he said, his deep voice cutting through the shock that enveloped the room. "Hope and I, it wasn't planned, and it wasn't something we ever intended to happen. But it did. And now we're dealing with the consequences." The revelation was too much for Liam, who stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind him. Hope's heart sank as she watched him leave, knowing she had just shattered the delicate life they had tried so hard to rebuild. Brooke, always the protective mother, turned to Carter, her voice cold with accusation. "How could you do this, Carter? You've been a part of our family, our company. How could you betray Liam like this?" Carter's jaw tightened, but his voice remained calm. "I didn't plan on this, Brooke. It just happened. We didn't mean for it to go this far, but we have to face reality now. Hope is having my baby." The room fell silent once again, as the weight of Carter's words sank in. This was no ordinary love triangle. This was a seismic shift that would ripple through their lives for years to come. Hope stepped forward, her hand still on her belly, her voice trembling as she addressed the room. "I didn't want this to happen, but I'm not going to hide from it anymore. I care about Carter. And while Liam and I have been through so much together, I realized something important. I deserve to follow my heart, wherever that may lead." Ridge, ever the patriarch, stepped forward, his face softened with understanding. "Hope, you've always been a part of this family. We'll support you, no matter what, but you need to think about the consequences of this decision. This isn't just about you, Carter, or Liam. This is about that child you're carrying." Hope nodded, tears brimming in her eyes. "I know, Ridge, and I'm prepared to face whatever comes next. I've spent too long trying to please everyone else, but now I need to do what's right for me and my baby." As the reality of the situation settled over the room, it was clear that nothing would ever be the same. Carter, always the loyal and honorable man, had found himself entangled in a web of love and responsibility he had never expected. And Hope, ever the optimist, had to navigate the complicated emotions of the two men she cared for the most: Liam, the father of her daughter Beth, and Carter, the man who had unexpectedly captured her heart. But in the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever straightforward. There would be more twists to come, more revelations that would shake the very foundation of their lives. Would Liam fight for Hope, despite her betrayal? Would Carter step up and become the father Hope needed him to be? And most importantly, how would this new baby impact the future of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain: Hope's life was about to take a dramatic turn, and everyone in her world would be swept up in the chaos that followed. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the mansion, Hope stood tall, her hand protectively cradling her unborn child. She had made her choice. Now she had to live with it. And in true, bold, and the beautiful fashion, nothing would ever be the same again.